In one of the meetings, she had great respect for Coach Popovich. I think a lot of people see him as a progressive coach, somebody who speaks out on social issues, somebody who talks about culture. She insisted that he be aware of what was going on. She was told that he was aware about what was going on. Now, we can't stand here on the 75th floor of Chase and tell you that was the truth. We don't know at that point in time, and I'm talking about in June when they told her that. June of this year, they told her Coach Pop is aware, Coach Pop knows. I think we may have concluded here that at that point in time, she was being lied to. Ultimately, what they told Dr. Cawthon, instead of doing something with the player, what they did instead was tell her to, quote, sit it out, is what they told her. And then in July, when the team went to Las Vegas for some events for the 2022 summer season, they told her she didn't need to attend, she didn't need to travel with the team, although typically she would have. And then ultimately she was told, and I think this is kind of the most ridiculous thing she was told. They told her that they, that is the administration of the Spurs, and the team itself had lost trust in her. And as she sat at home, apparently, and this is from reports because we had no involvement in any of this, but apparently as she sat at home, Mr. Primo, it's been reported, did it again in Vegas. Her contract came up for renewal in August. They chose not to renew her contract. And I guess nothing ever would have been done about this. We had been, by this point, she had contacted this office. I had contacted the lawyers for not only Mr. Primo, but also the Spurs organization. We had had multiple conversations about meetings that we were going to have. We were resolved again to keep this quiet, not to put this into the public sphere, and try to see if we could figure out a way to put changes in place so this type of thing wouldn't happen again, and also make sure that there was never any suggestion that she left because of anything she did. But apparently, more than a week ago in Minnesota, the conduct occurred again. And it was that conduct, I think, that precipitated Mr. Primo being released from the team. And so at that point, after more than 10 months of knowing about this conduct, after the general manager knowing about it, the general counsel, the deputy general counsel, and the head of HR, after 10 months, they finally released Joshua Primo. And I guess to add insult to injury, the statements, the public statements that the Spurs made, and the statement made by Mr. Primo are complete farces, a complete whitewash, and do not reflect actually what happened here. At the Spurs organization, they like to say that this is bigger than basketball, is what they say. They say their tenets are respect, care, and integrity. You'll see that on their website. You'll see that in some of their public statements. They say it's respect, care, and integrity, and of course, as you can see, they failed on all counts. We filed suit this morning against the San Antonio Spurs organization. We filed that case in San Antonio and Bexar County. We also filed suit against Mr. Primo himself. Josh Primo's conduct is obviously well outside the bounds of what is normal or is acceptable. His conduct shocks the conscience. I would also say that the Spurs' conduct and the way they handled this matter was egregious and absolutely unreasonable.